Hey yogis, welcome to Yoga at Home with Melissa. I'm really happy that you're here. In today's session, we're going to work on lunges and squats in a Vinyasa flow, which will be a really nice opportunity for you to open up through your hips. As always, you do what feels good. If something doesn't feel right to you, then you just skip it and try to have some fun. So here we go, on our mats. Knees as wide as the mat. Toes touch as you sit back on your heels. Forehead on the mat in front of you, arms heavy. Take a deep inhale through your nose and a loud sigh. And then start to come into your deep nose breathing, your Ujjayi breathing. Loud enough that you can hear yourself breathe. And then gently you can start to rock your head left to right. And then start to pull your belly in towards your spine. Press your hips back and reach your hands forward. Spreading the fingers wide, roll up to your hands and knees and press back, downward facing dog. Taking a moment or two to walk your dog, gently moving your hips side to side. When you're ready, rise to the balls of your feet. Rock your body forward into a high push-up. Continue to press the shoulders forward to get a deep stretch through your wrists. And then as you exhale, press back, down dog. Rise back up onto the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Take a moment, stretch your toes. And then straighten the legs again. Press the heels down towards the mat. Bring your feet together to touch. Lift the right leg, bend the knee, peel it open, circling the ankles, spreading the toes. Return that foot to the mat. Left leg lifts, bend it, reach it high, circling and breathing. And then return that foot to the mat. Rising up to the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look at the space between your hands. Step walk or hop to the front of your mat. Forward fold of your choice. Ragdoll, you grab opposite elbow with opposite hand, or you can allow the arms just to dangle. You decide. And then find some movement here. Just slowly swing side to side. Keep pulling the belly up and in. Drop your head and your shoulders. Finding length through the backs of the legs, finding length through the spine. And release your hands to the mat, heel toe your feet together to touch and stand. Sweep your arms out and up. Right hand grabs the left wrist, reach up and go over to the right side, lengthening your torso. And then back to center, switch sides. Reach up and go over to the left, deep inhale. Exhale back to center. Interlace your hands behind your back. Your heart and your gaze reach up to the ceiling. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, with a long spine, fold all the way down, nose to your knees, arms over your head. Release your hands to the mat, halfway lift. And then step it back. Take your time here. Chaturanga, high push-up. Lower halfway, low push-up. Come on to the tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Curl the toes, press back, down dog. Just a breath or two here, maybe you walk it out. Rise to the balls of the feet, bend your knees, step walk or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair pose. So you squat back just like you're sitting on a chair. You can have a space between your feet or your big toes and your knees touch with a slight space between your heels. You decide. Just one inhale. Exhale, fold, nose to knees, halfway lift. Step it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. High to low push-up, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Step that foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot. All 10 toes point straight ahead. Reach up. Soften, sinking, deepening into your legs. And then start to go back, opening your heart. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, come forward. Frame your front foot, straighten your leg and fold, nose to your knee. And then step the left foot forward next to the right. Inhale, rise. Hands touch overhead. Swan dive all the way down, nose to knees. Halfway lift, Chaturanga Dandasana. High to low push-up, up dog and down dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Step that foot between your hands. Once again, high lunge. So if you feel wobbly, you widen your feet a little bit so you have a firm foundation here. And then you start to look up, opening your heart up to the sky. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, you come forward. Frame the front foot, straighten the leg, nose to your knee. And then step the right foot forward next to the left. Inhale, rise. And then this time, we're going to squat back down into our chair pose. Take your time, find your balance. And then you're going to take your right ankle and place it on your left knee. Your foot is going to stay flexed as you sink into your hips. Glue your triceps next to your ears. Stay here, or perhaps you fold forward. So your spine and your arms are parallel to the mat. The breath is still calm. Stay here or bring your hands to the mat. Keep breathing. The hips stay low, the fingers reach to the ceiling. Release that foot to the mat. Left ankle reaches onto the right knee as you squat. Arms stay glued to your ears as you fold forward. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you bring the fingertips to the mat. Completely up to you. Keep breathing. Hips stay low, fingers reach up to the ceiling. Release the left foot. Fold, nose to your knee as you're straightening your legs. Halfway lift. Step it back. Chaturanga. High to low push-up. Up dog, down dog. Fingers are spread wide. Root into your hands. Feet come together to touch. Lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Rock forward, high push-up. Right knee, right elbow. Tap it and kick it back. High push-up, knee into your chest. Kick it back. High push-up, knee to the left. Tap the elbow and kick it back. Step that foot between your hands. Here we go, another lunge. Rise up. Sink. Now make sure you're balanced here. You widen your feet. All 10 toes point straight ahead. Take an inhale and a sigh. Just like we did earlier, triceps glued next to the ears, cores engaged. Fold forward, inhale. Exhale, swing your arms back, airplane wings. Do it again, fingers reach to the ceiling, sink. Arms glued next to the ears, fold it forward. Swim it back, airplane. Excellent job. Frame the front foot, straighten the leg, fold, nose to your knee. Step the left foot forward next to the right. Inhale, rise. Hands touch overhead. Swan dive all the way down, nose to knees. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. High to low push-up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Take a moment, walk it out. Fingers spread wide. Feet come together to touch. Left leg lifts. Rock forward, high push-up. Left knee, left elbow. Tap it and kick it back. High push-up, knee into your chest. Kick it back. High push-up, knee to the right. Tap it and kick it back. Step it through. High lunge. Here we go. Make sure you feel stable here. Softening and sinking. Triceps glued next to the ears. Cores engaged. Fold it forward. Swim it back. Airplane wings. We do it again. Fingers to the ceiling. Sink. Arms stay glued next to the ears. Fold it forward. Swim it back. Airplane. Frame the front foot, straighten the leg and fold, nose to your knee. Step the right foot forward next to the left. Inhale, rise. Hands touch overhead, swan dive, nose to knees. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. High to low push-up, up dog, down dog. Moment or two here. Feet come together to touch. Lift the right leg. Step the right foot between your hands. And this time we're going to stay low. You're going to stay low here in your lunge. Balancing on your fingertips. We're going to do a jump switch. Right? Jump switch. Jump switch. We're going to do it for 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right foot forward, straighten the leg and fold, nose to your knee. And then bend into the right knee, drop your back knee to the mat, and come on up. Take time here, find some balance. If you'd like, reach back, find that left foot, it's there, right? And you're gently pulling the heel in towards the glute. But if this doesn't work in your body, that's fine. Just skip it. Everybody's gonna reach the right arm out. The thumb and the first finger are gonna touch, and your gaze is gonna rest on that right hand as you breathe. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, release the hands, straighten both legs and fold forward. Step the left foot forward next to the right. Inhale, rise, hands touch. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, nose to knees. Halfway lift. Step it back, chaturanga. High to low push up dog, down dog. Take a moment, walk it out. Feet come together to touch, left leg lifts. Step that left foot between your hands. Once again, stay low. Balancing on your fingertips. 10 more jump switches. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten the leg and fold. Stretch it out. And then drop the right knee to the mat. Come on up. Maybe you reach back, find that foot. Pull the heel into the glute. Extend the left arm. Thumb and first finger touch. Your drishti is set to your front hand. You reconnect with that calm oceanic breath. Hearing it flow in and out of your lungs. Release the foot, frame the front foot, straighten the legs and fold, nose to your knee. Step the right foot forward next to the left. Inhale, rise. Hands touch overhead. Exhale, swan dive, nose to knees. Halfway lift. Step it back. High to low push up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Moment or two here. Lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Once again, step that foot between your hands and come on up into a lunge, finding your balance here. Right, there's a gentle tuck through your pelvis and you sink, reaching your arms up to the ceiling, softening. So you're rooted down into that front right foot. And when you're ready, you're gonna lift the left knee up the height of your hip. And then you're gonna kick it back into an airplane. And then you're gonna drop the foot, fingers to the ceiling, into a lunge. So this is our flow. We take off, we fly, and land. You ready? Here we go. Take off, fly, land. 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 3 more. Take off, fly, land. 2 more, take off, fly, land. Last one, take off, fly, land, take off. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Squat back into your chair. Glue the triceps next to the ears and fold it forward. Keep breathing. Stay as you are or bring the fingers to the mat. Keep breathing. Keep the hips low. Fingers reach up to the ceiling. Release the left foot. Fold nose to knees. Halfway lift. Step it back. High to low push up. Up dog, down dog. Walk it out. All right, so we're going to repeat that on the opposite side. Lift the left leg. Step the left foot between your hands, and then come on up. Take your time. Find your lunge, find your balance, no rush. Stable in that front leg. Strong through the core. Reach up, shoulders soft. So you rest your drishti somewhere in front of you, right, to help with your balance. And then here we go. We take off. We fly. And we land. Take off. Fly. 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 Land. 3 more. Take off. Fly. Land. 2 more. Take off. Fly. Land. Last one. Take off. Fly. Land. Take off. Rest that right ankle on your knee. Foot is flexed. Squat. Arms glued next to the ears. Fold it forward. Keep breathing. Stay or bring the fingertips to the mat. Keep breathing. Hips stay low. Fingers reach to the ceiling. Drop the right foot. Fold nose to knees. Halfway lift. Step it back. Chaturanga. High to low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Walk it out. Drop to your knees. Come down onto your forearms. Our low planks. You can keep your knees on and off or off the mat. You can keep the palms flat or interlace the fingers, whatever feels better. When you're ready, if you're choosing, lift the knees, press the heels back, but pull the shoulders forward. Lengthen the tailbone. Calm Ujjayi breathing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, halfway, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop your hips, flatten your feet. Inhale. Exhale. All right, you ready? Here we go. Come back up. Press the heels away from you. Pull the shoulders forward. Calm, connected breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop it. Deep cleansing. Inhale. Whew. One more time. You ready? Let's go. Come on up. Make this one count. Pull the belly in. Get long through the body. Stay calm and connected. Maybe you open and close your mouth a couple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop it. Excellent job. Inhale. Whew. Exhale. Take a nap. One ear to the mat, arms long, palms up. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose and a loud sigh out of your mouth. And then just feel your body soften. If you'd like, you can pick up a shoulder, roll it down your back, pick up the opposite shoulder, roll that down your back. You could flip your head, other ear to the mat. If it felt good, you could pick both shoulders up and roll them down your back. Just breathe here. Staying calm and connected. When you're ready, turn your chin to face the mat, and then bend your elbows, bring your hands next to your shoulders. And you can play around with what feels better in your body. You can bring your big toes together to touch, or you could keep your legs spread a little bit wider, but press the toenails down into the mat. On your next inhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. And when you know what you're doing, you keep the chin tucked so the neck is parallel to the mat to protect it. And if the low back feels okay, lift the legs. Otherwise, you just keep the thighs on the mat, no big deal. If you'd like, you lift the hands, allow them to hover 2 to 4 inches off the mat. Roll the shoulders down the back, press the elbows towards each other. Keep breathing. On your last one, inhale as deeply as you can and lift as high as you can. Exhale, relax, drop everything down, arms long, palms up. Bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs side to side. And then let the legs drop, chin to the mat, hands next to your shoulders. Slowly start to roll up, lift the chest, the belly, the hips, the thighs, pressing into the tops of the feet, gazing up, deep inhale. Exhale, curl the toes and press back, down dog. Take a moment or two and walk it out. If you like flattening your heels into the mat here, feel free to go ahead and do that. Keep breathing. And then you're going to drop to your knees, cross your ankles, and find a seat in the center of your mat. Sitting up really tall. Your hands and your feet are parallel. Then you're just going to very slowly and gently unroll until you're flat on your back. And bring your arms long at your sides, palms turn up. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose, but this time hold your breath when you get to the top. Inhaling. And then hold it. Big sigh, let it go. And then I ask that you inhale through your nose as I count. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Hold your breath. Exhale slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue this a few times on your own. When you're ready, open your eyes. Setting up for bridge pose, bend your knees. Plant your feet on the mat. If it feels good in the body, the longest finger can reach back, touch the backs of your heels to measure it off. But if that doesn't work in your body, it's not a big deal. And then you're slowly going to roll up, lift the hips, roll up one vertebrae at a time until you get all the way to the top. You can keep your arms along at your sides, or you can scooch the shoulders and interlace the fingers, pressing the arms into the mat, pressing the feet into the mat to lift the hips higher, and just breathe. Press down to lift a little bit higher, releasing the hands, and starting at the very top of your spine, slowly unroll one vertebrae at a time. And then this time, I'd like you to begin to roll the hips up, and as you do so, start to bring your arms over your head. So the hips are high and the arms are over your head, and then you slowly start to unroll, bringing the hips back to the mat as you bring the arms back to the mat. And we're going to do this a couple times, so set up your own pace, rolling up and reaching over, and then exhaling and rolling back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. A couple more. Let's do just one more. Excellent. And then once again, measure it off. Touching the backs of your heels, lift the hips, roll all the way up. Arms can stay long, or you scooch the shoulders and interlace the fingers. You could lift the heels if you'd like. If you're interested, you could lift the right leg and point the toes. Everybody breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the leg if it's lifted. And if you want to lift the left leg, you can, but you're free to skip it. Breathing, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the leg if it's lifted. Last time, press down to lift up as high as you can. Take a great big inhale. And as you exhale, release your hands. Start at the very top of your spine and slowly unroll. Take your time. Hips and then heels left. If you'd like, you can widen your feet as wide as the mat and then knock your knees together. Or you come into that Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet come together, knees open wide, one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Take an inhale through your nose and a sigh out of your mouth. And return to the sound of the Ujjayi breathing. If your mind is wandering, you can count inhaling and exhaling for 5. If you have a personal mantra that you've been working on, feel free to introduce that now to your practice. My mantra suggestion for today's session is, I embrace change and welcome opportunity. I embrace change and welcome opportunity. I embrace change and welcome opportunity. You're welcome to stay here. Just stop the video and stay here and enjoy this posture for as long as you like. When you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Bring your thighs together to touch. And then just for a moment, hug your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side, make little circles. And then drop your feet to the mat. So we're going to do scissor legs today. So lift the right leg, point the toes, and then reach up, grab the ankle or the shin. And then start to straighten that left leg and allow it to hover about 2 inches off the mat. And then you're going to switch sides. And then the right leg comes back up. We'll do it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause, right leg up, left leg down. Arms at your sides. And we're going to do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right leg up. 10 more. This time you're going to bounce the arms up and down. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Hug the knees into the chest. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, full body stretch. Reach your arms over your head. Point your toes. Get long. One more. Deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale, just relax. Soften. Excellent job. Take one more inhale. And on the exhale, hug your knees into your chest. And then we're going to rock and roll a couple times. Massage out your spine. And then build up enough momentum to come on up to your hands and your feet and step back, downward facing dog. And take a moment here in your down dog. You can walk it out if you'd like. And then you're going to lift the right leg, three-legged dog, and look at your hands. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. And then scooch that back leg back and drop the leg to the mat. And you're going to take your right toes and point them out to a 45-degree angle. And then flip that foot up. And so you're resting on the pinky side of the foot. This side. So you're resting on the pinky side of your foot. You have many options here. You can stay just like this. If you'd like, you bring your right hand to the inside of your right thigh and just gently start to twist open. Gently opening up the thigh. Keep breathing. If you'd like, you could bend the back knee, reach back, find the foot, pull the heel into the glute like we did earlier on our knees. Breathing. You could also just come on down to your forearms, see how that feels. On your forearms, you could again press gently the thigh away from you. You could reach back and find the foot, gently pulling it in towards the glute. And just keep breathing here. Reconnect to the Ujjayi breath. Maybe you return your thoughts to your mantra. And then when you're ready, if you're not, come to long arms. Start to flatten that right foot and point the toes to the front of the room. And then just press your hips back. Like you're sitting on your back heel, pointing your toes to your nose as you fold forward. And then come forward, flatten that right foot, and then scooch the right foot over to the left side of the mat, setting up half pigeon. So you could have that right shin parallel to the mat, or you bring the heel closer to the hip, which is fine. You lengthen that back leg. And then you could stay with your heart lifted here. If you want to come down to your forearms, you can. You could make fists and rest your forehead, or reach your arms long in front of you, drop the forehead to the mat. If you'd like to add a little bit of a shoulder stretch here, you could bring that left arm underneath your torso, make a fist with your right hand, and rest your head on your hand. But again, there's no right or wrong. You decide what feels best today, and then just settle into it. When you find your space, take a deep inhale and a loud sigh. And then return, Ujjayi breathing, calm and connected. Returning your thoughts to your mantra, or simply listening to the sounds of the calm breathing. Soften, breathe deeper, stay connected here. Again, I invite you to stay here. If this is feeling really good and you want to linger, feel free. When you're ready, you slowly come on up to long arms. Curl the back toes under, lift the back leg up off the mat and step back, down dog. And take a moment to walk it out. Moving the hips side to side. And we'll do that same thing on the left side. So lift the left leg, look at your hands, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Scooch that back leg back and drop it. Turn the left toes out to a 45-degree angle. Flip the foot up, so you're resting on the pinky toe side of your foot. You could place your hand on your inner thigh, and keep in mind, you don't have to do the same exact thing that you did on the other side, right? Each side of our body is different, so it's okay to treat it differently. And start to twist and open up, breathing here, noticing what feels good in your body. If you'd like, you could reach back, find the foot, gracefully, gently pull the heel into the glute. You could come on down to your forearms. And on your forearms, you have the same options, gently pressing open the thigh, reaching back, grabbing the foot, and gently pulling the heel in towards the glute. Breathing here, wherever you are, being okay with where you are. Lingering if this is working. There's no rush. When you're ready, come on up to long arms. If you're not, point those left toes to the front of the room. And then start to sit your hips back towards your heel. Nose to your knee, toes towards your crown. Keep breathing. And then gently come forward, plant that left foot on the mat. Scoot your left foot over to the right side of your mat, dropping the knee. Either the shin stays parallel, or you scooch the foot a little closer to the hip, lengthening through the back leg. You fold forward. Maybe you make fists, rest your forehead. Maybe you reach your arms in front of you and rest your forehead on the mat. If you want to do that shoulder stretch here, you reach the right arm underneath your torso, make a fist with your left hand and just rest. Take a moment here, there's no rush to get set up. Find that sweet spot, and then once you find it, relax into it. Take a deep inhale, and then reconnect, Ujjayi breathing. Mind stays focused here in your practice, hearing the breath. Perhaps you repeat your mantra. You soften your body a little more. Just surrender to gravity. Again, if you want to linger here, because it's really working, stay. When you're ready to come out, come on up to long arms. Sit on that left hip and very gently bring your right leg around to the front. Take your time here, coming into your double-legged extension. Legs are long in front of you. You could bounce them up and down if you'd like. And then reach the arms up to the ceiling with a long spine. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward and grab what you can. Maybe you can scooch the hips back a little bit. Maybe you can pull the belly in. Look at your toes and imagine the day the forehead is going to touch the toes. And take a deep inhale to lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, drop your belly and your chest to go deeper. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale. exhale, just soften to go deeper. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften and hold. When you're ready, release your feet, sit up tall. Bring your hands a few inches beyond your hips. Fingers point towards your feet. And then we're going to set up our tabletop. So bend your knees, plant your feet hip-width distance on the mat. Today we're going to do a three-cornered tabletop. So bring your right ankle on your left knee. And just like we were doing earlier, you keep that foot flexed. And then you lift the hips up as high as you can. If the neck's sensitive, keep the head up. Otherwise, drop the head, lift higher, breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift a little bit higher and then release, hips to the mat. Remove that foot and we switch sides. Left ankle, right knee, foot stays flexed. Lift it up. Drop the head, keep breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift as high as you can. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, relax. Drop those hips. Legs come long, toes touch and point. Sit on your fingertips. And we roll back into fish pose. Dropping the head. Again, if the neck's sensitive, it's perfectly okay to keep the head lifted. Otherwise, you drop the head. Open through the heart, open through your neck, close your eyes. And we do lion's breath here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, stick out your tongue and roar. Again, inhale. Last one. Excellent job. Gently release your hands, lay flat down on your back. Bring your arms out like a T. And you can explore what feels better in your body. You can keep the palms turned down or flip the palms up. You decide what works. And then bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat. Cross your right leg tightly over your left so you squeeze your thighs together. Turn your gaze to the right and drop your knees to the left. And feel free to wiggle around here, finding that space that feels just right. And then once you find it, close your eyes, settle into it, a deep inhale, and decide, relax. And then as always, we continue to return to the Ujjayi breathing. And either you focus on the breath or you repeat your mantra. Allowing the knees to effortlessly fall closer to the mat. Allow the shoulders to surrender to gravity. If it feels good, you can stay just as you are. If you'd like, you reach the right arm up and over, stretching out through the shoulders, touch the hands together, and then just gracefully glide it all the way back, opening up. If you feel like doing that a second time, feel free, reach and stretch, and then exhale, just glide it back, open. And when you're ready, come back to center, uncross. Realign your hips to the center of your mat. Left leg is going to squeeze around the right. Gaze to the left. Drop your knees to the right. Feel free to wiggle around, finding that yoga sweet spot. Close your eyes. Another sigh here, deep inhale. Just softening and relaxing, noticing the more you can let go, the deeper you go, becomes effortless. If you'd like, you lift the left arm up and over, hands touch, and then you just gracefully glide it back, opening up, staying, or doing it one more time, reaching, lengthening, stretching out, and then beautifully just gliding it back. Bring your knees back to center and uncross. Realign your hips to the center of your mat. Hug your knees into your chest, and then rock side to side. Make little circles, one direction and then the other. Nice massage for the lumbar spine. And then pause, find some stillness. We end every session with a moment of gratitude, because they say if you want to be happy, be grateful. So think of just one thing to be grateful for in this moment. Squeeze yourself into a tight ball. Take an inhale. Exhale, set up your Shavasana. And whatever you need to get extra comfortable here, right? If you like to cover your eyes with a towel or a pillow, feel free. If you like a blanket to cover up, you can. And then you can wiggle your little feet side to side, wiggle your hips a little bit, wiggle your head left to right. Once again, finding that yogi sweet spot. There's no rush to get comfortable. Right? But when you do find that space that feels just right, I want you to settle in and commit to being right there, right here, right now. Close your eyes. Just like we did earlier, take a deep inhale through your nose, fill your lungs, and hold your breath. Let it go out of your mouth. Normal, everyday breathing here. In and out of your nose. Feeling your body grow heavy. Allowing your muscles and your bones to fall deeper into the earth. Bring your awareness to your toes and the balls of your feet, your arches and your heels, and all those tiny little bones in your feet. Feel them relax. Your ankles relax. Your shins and your calves sink into the mat. Your knees are relaxed. Your thighs and your thigh bones melt. Feel your hips, glutes, pelvis, all of your internal organs sink. Feel your entire spinal column slowly just melt into the mat, all the way up your spine. Your shoulders and your angel bones relax. Your ribs and your lungs relax. Your heart quietly beats in your chest. All the muscles in your back melt. Biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, all 10 fingers, those little bones in your hands, even your fingernails relax. Your neck is relaxed. Your chin, jaw, teeth, tongue, lips relax. forehead, scalp, and brain. Your entire body is relaxed. I invite you to remain just as you are, right here in Shavasana for the next several minutes, longer if you can. Embrace change and welcome opportunity. Enjoy your life as it unfolds. The hardest part about growing is letting go of what you were used to and moving on with something you're not. Sometimes you have to stop worrying, wondering, and doubting, and have faith that things will work out. Laugh at the confusion, live consciously in the moment, and enjoy your life as it unfolds. You might not end up exactly where you intended to go, but eventually you will arrive precisely where you need to be. You're welcome again to stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. When you're ready to start to wake up, you could wiggle your fingers and your toes. If it felt good, you could reach your arms over your head and stretch out. could hug your knees into your chest and roll over to a side. And when you're ready, come on up to a seat. Bring your hands to your heart. And we'll seal the session with the sound of unity. A deep inhale. Bring your thumbs to your forehead. The light and truth in me honors the light and truth in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this session today. I really appreciate you spending this hour with me. If you like the class, don't forget to press subscribe if you haven't, and feel free to leave comments, suggestions. I'm always open. See you next week. Namaste.